Hi, you've reached my channel, Cosmic Vibrations. This is going to be a daily tarot read for December 10th, I believe, right? December 10th? Yep, December 10th, 2020. This reading is not sign related, so anyone can watch it. And I'm going to pick one central theme for the day card, along with 5 explainer cards down below. I'll also be putting a time stamp in the description box down below so you can skip straight to the beginning of the reading. So let's get going. I needed to take a few days off to straighten some things out. But here I am again. I think I'm going to keep up with the dailies because I enjoy doing it. And hopefully some of you out there enjoy them too. I may not always do it on a daily basis. I'm going to try to, but every now and then I need to take a day or two off for appointments I have to do and other things. So, all right. And if you're interested in knowing what decks I'm using, I'll put the names of those down below too. So let's see what comes out for December 10th, 2020. We're coming up on the new year soon. I'm sure a lot of people out there will be glad to see 2020 go. Hopefully next year will be better. Okay. Here we go. If you've been curious about the dollhouse in the background, that's actually an old Christmas manger prop that I found at the free box in my town that I ended up turning into a dollhouse for my daughter. I used to make dollhouses, and we've had many of them over the years that I've made for my daughter. But she is 13 now, and she stopped playing with them, so this is the only dollhouse that I have left. Which I have to admit I probably like to play with it more than my daughter does. And right now it's all decked out for Christmas. The little witch that's sitting on the couch in there, I don't know if you can see her. Her name's Petunia, and she has her Christmas decorations up. Okay. There we go. This one. December 10th, 2020. Okay, Okay. Hang on for one moment. I'm going to pick a clarifier to go with the first card. Okay. So for December 10th, there is the Emperor. So this has to do with stability, organization, having a firm foundation to be able to work off of, as well as possibly being put in a position of authority or someone who is in a position of authority. This can be a boss, this can be someone in the establishment that is considered to have a great deal of power. With it can also represent the system. You have the Eight of Earth, otherwise known as the Eight of Pentacles. And then you have the Ace of Earth. So I'm getting, for some of you, if you do happen to be a boss or be in a position of authority or own your own business or run something or be a contractor or even the head of a household, somebody who provides the majority of the structure in a situation, it seems as though you are ready to go into a form of work that isn't as rule-oriented, regimented, or as systematic as all of this. This is definitely work-related or has to do with your talents, your skills, and how you make money or how you provide yourself with security. This particular deck has the Eight of Pentacles be enjoyable work. This teacher teaching the young child how to drum. This could be a father and daughter in this picture, or it could be a teacher and student, where he is passing his skills on to her and teaching her how to do something, but it seems as though they're doing something enjoyable. It may be that for some of you watching, you may have realized that you just don't enjoy your work anymore, and you're starting to feel confined by it or too controlled by your work is too controlling, or you do not have enough freedom to be able to experiment or be flexible. It seems very rigid in this picture. And so some of you may be thinking of starting your own business or beginning a completely different job or adjusting things where you can actually be creative with the kind of work that you do. And if this is a talent that we're speaking of and not necessarily a job, then your old way that you have been taught with this talent has become limiting. Maybe you're tired of doing the same craft over and over in the exact same way. Maybe you're ready to embrace to learn, possibly from another person, some newer techniques, or to go beyond what you have been taught to come up with some new methods of doing this, or even go into something completely different and start learning something completely different, so that you will be inspired by your talents again, and you'll feel like you're evolving with your skills, where you're constantly, challenging yourself in a good way that feels fun, to go beyond what you know and to perfect something. But this could also be something like realizing that you need to have time freed up from work or from what you do, or maintaining structures so that you can spend more time with your loved ones and with other things outside of work. Nurture relationships in a family, nurture children or young people if they're in the picture. To spend more of your free time, have more free time to be able to go explore and have fun things that are new happen in your life. This could also be looking for work as well, or beginning new work. Then you have Strength, Major Arcana. You are a very strong person, or you are working on having a firm but gentle nature to you, where you are able to be tender and fierce if you need to. That you honor yourself and you honor what you want to experience and what you don't want to experience. You are willing to use boundaries if necessary, but you have a great deal of strength that you can rely on to get yourself through any difficult circumstances. It's important to not overdo it and not think you're invincible, but at the same time, you are a lot more capable than perhaps you think or you realize, or there might be something going on that you have to be strong for. So let's get more information on it. Tell me more about Strength. Maybe you're tired of being an authority figure, or you want to be an authority figure, or you want to be a leader with something, but to do it in an organic way that you enjoy rather than feeling trapped by responsibilities. Tell me more about Strength. The Ten of Cups. You should congratulate yourself because you have lasted through time. And you are a strong person because you care and you have a big heart and you're willing to do whatever it takes to preserve love and an existing structure that makes you glad to be alive. This could be a relationship, this could be a family situation, this could even be a career, or something that you have manifested over time that you feel very proud of yourself about. You have not given up. You've put your heart and soul into something and you're seeing results from it. If you have been striving towards some kind of a goal that you've been working on, it is now fully established, or you have done it, or you have created it. And you are able to be a good leader or a good organizer for something or a good head of something, in that you honor other people as well and their perspectives, where if you are a boss, you're a really awesome boss that people appreciate and other people admire you for your abilities and for the kind of person that you are. This can also be a creative venture that you've put a lot of your time and effort into and you have managed to manifest it, and you should feel happy about this, or you've come a long way. And yeah, I think that's about it. Or you have to be strong for the family, but you're more than happy to do that because it matters a great deal to you. You have enough strength, patience, and goodwill in you to last through anything or get through anything, but also to be proud of what you've accomplished. So then you have the World. Something is definitely changing, where an old long-term cycle is ending and a new one is beginning. And so you are graduating, or you are moving on from past patterns, past experiences, past lessons. It's important to be flexible at this time and not to be too rigid. and to be adaptable, and also realize that you're at the crux of the end of a chapter. You can feel accomplished about this. You can feel like you've done a good job. You have done a good job. You've learned a lot. Nobody is perfect. You may have still made mistakes along the way, or are still making mistakes now, but it's nothing compared to what you have accomplished and what you have learned. And so congratulations are in order. This can actually be physically graduating from something. Let me pick more on that. You feel like a long-term cycle is finally ending, and you're celebrating this ending in a good way. With the World, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Look, it's the same exact card. And with the Knight of Swords, it is important for you to show your prowess and your strength and your courage in defending some kind of a new beginning that you're starting with. You may have some opinions from others that challenge you about this, but stick up for your new beginning, whatever this is. Don't let other people interfere or meddle in the situation. What you need right now is support and backup in something. It may also be a new beginning, and you are speaking up now more than you ever have before. Maybe in order to find peace in certain situations in the past, or to keep things running, you had to suppress how you felt or your opinions about a matter, where you may have not felt as though you could speak about things that you had issues with, but now you are determined to speak your truth, and to, if you notice things that upset you, to be able to speak about them instead of holding it in or being silent. Or it may just simply be not letting anyone meddle or interfere with you mentally over accepting this new beginning in your life, or defending it, or starting it. There may be people telling you that you can't do that somehow, or that it won't work out, or whatever it happens to be, and it's important for you to stick up for yourself in this matter, or to not allow that to meddle or interfere. Maybe you have had cycles in the past where you remained silent, and you have learned this lesson, where now you're on a new path in your life of speaking up or being vocal about where you're at, instead of remaining silent for the sake of peace. This can also have to do with information, like publishing, the media, reporting, research of some kind, being a spokesperson for something, or getting opinions out there that other people have that aren't being reported at this time. Something sort of like that anyway. Take that as an analogy. So then you have take time for a nap. So in order to have the stamina and the patience and the energy to carry this new world in, it's important for you to rest, relax, and take it easy when you can. And make sure that this is a practice so that you will continue to have the strength that you need. If you do not rest enough, you won't be able to have the strength to carry this thing through, or to keep up with the existing structures that you have. So it's important to rest when you need to. You might need to take a nap today in order to conserve your strength. Then you have Clover. Whatever you're striving for, whatever this Ace of Earth is, you will be successful with this and you will have luck with it. So I wouldn't worry about necessarily having to deal with too much strife over this or difficulty with it. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that as long as you go with what you enjoy and what you would like to be doing right now, that you're going to have luck in the process. It's an actual real opportunity. Then you have look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. I think that's pretty appropriate. And also this card, the world is ruled by Saturn, which also rules strength. Saturn rules the number 8. 8 is the number on the major arcana strength, which is also a Leo card. You are an extremely strong, talented, amazing person. And you are much stronger than you think or that you realize. And you can get through anything, and you will be successful with it and have luck with it. So don't limit yourself and don't doubt yourself too much. It's important to believe in what you're doing, whatever that happens to be. Okay, let me, for fun, let me just pick another one of those. And then we'll be done. Hopefully this reading resonated for you, or at least gave you something interesting to think about. Let me pick one. Anything else you would like to tell them for December 10th? Focus on love. Look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. This is reminding me of this. And this. And it may be difficult sometimes because some people can be very difficult to deal with at times, but that doesn't mean that they're not good people, and it doesn't mean, it doesn't mean that you don't love them. You can still love people and still have annoying moments where they are not so lovable at times. But it's important to move past that. If someone tries to instigate something with you, try not to fight back or try not to engage with it. Instead, take some space if you need to, but ultimately think about how to act in certain situations, because you may, if you get triggered or if you strike back, you may regret it later. Be the stronger, loving, better person in the situation and not engage, and just use your limits if you need to, use your boundaries if you need to, but do so in a loving way that lets them know you're not demonizing anyone in a situation. It's important to maintain integrity with dealing with other people. Sometimes it's easy to want to strike back, when really you just need to let it go, wait a little bit, and chances are the person may come back and apologize. And then a fight would have been avoided, or you're not sinking down to the same vibration that they're at. And it's all out of love. Then you end up feeling good about yourself because you know you handled it properly, and disaster was avoided or difficulty was avoided in the situation. It's kind of like teaching by example. So remember, if you get triggered by someone possibly, potentially, temporarily being a jerk or just out of sorts and it's rubbing off on you, instead of engaging or striking back, focus on love and take a rest from it. Take a break from it. You don't have to be there for that situation. you can go rest, and then when you come back, you'll feel stronger and better to be able to handle things properly. Okay, hopefully that made sense or resonated for you, and I'll see you tomorrow for December 11th. Alrighty, take care. Bye.